What up, guys? So welcome back. For those jumping in, hopefully from Discord, we appreciate you guys. We're already getting invites as soon as I launch the game. Can't take anything at the moment. I do apologize. I did want to start off, kind of do a quick little intro. I've been asked quite a bit lately about the Japan Nation. So I was trying to put a small, beginner's guide just to kind of give you guys some ideas. So this guide's going to be based off of the current version of the game. So this will change, as I was pointed out by one of the other server mods, Chaos. Awesome dude if you guys happen to see him. So keep in mind that what I'm about to show you guys will ultimately change as more game updates come out. I will make this a small highlight just to kind of keep it short and sweet. But I want to go over some quick things and fun facts about the Japan Nation. So as you guys know, the Japan Nation, before we get into it, does get unlocked a couple different ways. You can do it through the Steam store, and you can purchase some of the starting cards. You can also unlock them through the progression list, and it will help you unlock things and help get you some cards and whatnot as well. So I'll kind of scroll back a little bit, way back. So you start getting some different options around, where to go, somewhere, maybe not. That's Germany. Thought it was a little bit sooner than that, maybe. Oh, there it is. So you get your Japan Nation unlocked once you're to 800 trophy points. So it's not too hard to get to. It does also give you some additional features in the bottom. They're in different cards and unlocks. So way one is to progress and unlock Japan that way. Way two is to go to the Steam store and purchase a DLC pack. That'll give you guys some options. Way three, get lucky and get drops and get miscellaneous cards through your chests and through other battle promotions. And your fourth way is going to be through the shop, and wait until they have some different features like the Best of Japan, which is going to give you some awesome card options, and we're going to talk a little bit about those units in a moment, along with the commander. So hopefully it gives you some quick ideas on how to get that nation up and running. But again, natively does not come with the start of the game. So let's go to troops. I'm going to hit up Japan. And you're going to notice that Japan does not have a full set of cards unlike the other nations. It is still an evolving expansion for the game. Currently, it does have a little bit less than the other nations. From what I recall, we have 2 commons, 2 uncommons, 3 current rare units, 3 epic units, and 4 legendary units. So stuff to kind of talk about. When you're starting off with the nation for Japan, you do got to keep in mind that it is starting a little bit behind what other card nations and factions you may already be experiencing and running with. So a couple key units to start off with, going to be the Gungeons and Flame Engineers. That's the first 2 I have in my deck. As you can see, my deck's only level 6, so pretty fresh nation. They're both pretty vital units to the nation. There's a lot of different ways you can look at this, so I'll kind of give you a quick rundown and give you some basics of the infantry units to start off with, which will be, again, the Gungeon, Flame Engineers, and the Mortar units. The Gungeon's going to give you the quick ability to get capture points, low cost, quick respawn. Great for vision control, great for trying to rush and get yourself situated. The Flame Engineers are going to be great anti-infantry, not as strong versus your tanks. Obviously, they're just a flamethrower, but they do give you some versatility as far as what they can do. One thing to keep in mind is the Flame Engineers do have a good amount of defense, which is pretty awesome, and they also can fix units. And now, keep in mind, you're probably pushing with them more than anything else, but this is a dual unit. So it is an attack unit and a repair unit at the same time. That's something a lot of people forget about, so it is kind of a cool feature. Thank you, Zets. So again, it is able to fix both buildings and units, specifically vehicles, not other players, or infantry. And it's anti-infantry, so it's kind of cool. And the other thing about this too is when they do attack an infantry level unit, it does cause a small AoE burst effect, so it does help contain them pretty quickly. Now something else to talk about is the mortar units. These little guys. So when I first got launched, they were completely broken and launching across the map. It was pretty funny. But similar to the other nations, so they provide you some long distance support as far as anti-infantry, minor anti-vehicle units. They do require some good sight with them, but again, they're pretty good units. They can still capture stuff, they have good range, they have good splash damage still, but if you're trying to push with them only, not advisable, but to get started off with, it's a good mix of getting something to work with. They work just like the other nations do. Now, as we get a little bit deeper into this, We're going to talk about some of the bigger units that you're going to run into. The four I kind of think it's probably the most notable to kind of get you going will be the Hada, which will be this guy over here. This is going to be your long-range artillery attack unit that's capable of providing great AoE damage. It can shoot over buildings, obstacles. It gives you kind of a similar advantage as what the Guerrilla may use for the USA nation. The Hana, guy right here in the middle, I have a skin on it. It's kind of a unique unit. It's one of the first ones I've done this in the game with. It's a mobile tank style unit capable of repairing and healing your troops, but it's also able to transport troops. So you can shove a couple flame engineers in there, shove a couple mortars, gungeon guys, whatever you want to do, and it can go to a capture point, drop the guys off, keep them protected, help defend against anti-infantry, and take off. The only catch is if you don't play it smart and you get it over to the unit and it gets blown up with people inside, you lose them. So it could be kind of costly, so you gotta make sure you play that correctly, and there's some button combinations you have to get used to in the bottom of the user interface. Now the Shin, let me go to the Shin. I got this guy unlocked. It's a pretty good unit. It's a medium tank. It's kind of a multi-level tank, similar to the Shafi from the USA team. So again, as you level this thing up, it does have quite a bit of health, and it does get pretty extensive pretty quickly as you get into your levels, let alone masters. So this is a good rounded tank. Great for medium combat, pretty decent for mid-game, early game. Something just to kind of keep in mind, it's kind of a staple of the unit as far as my opinion goes. And then last but not least, is when I'll quickly mention the Hani unit, which is going to be over here. Wherever I lost it to. 1 second. I've lost what I was trying to go to. This guy. So I don't have this guy unlocked yet. But this one is another great unit similar to the PZ Jag from the Germany nation. It's going to be a good distance, good anti-tank unit. It does require line of sight. It can't shoot over anything. So if you have buildings, you're behind houses or blocks or whatever it may be, it's not going to hit the target. You got to have a direct line of sight. But it works just like the PZ Jag from Germany, so if you've used them, you'll have an idea of how to utilize it. Again, typically available in chests and also other events. Pretty awesome unit. Now, another quick thing is going to be the commander. So with this commander, I put him on the screen so you can see some things. Keep in mind, mine is only level 4, so I've not unlocked the native ability, which does require level 5. But with this general, is kind of different than the other ones. He does a lot of healing support. So as you're playing your nation, one of the things is we've heard that the Japan nation's got a lot more squishy type units until they get higher level. So the Divine Wind, Call to Arms, and the Name of Empire all really work together. It's got a great synergy to really make some dynamic battles. It can also be very frustrating to the other nations. So with the Call of Arms, you're going to have a lot of healing capability, so they kick out one additional Gungeon infantry unit. This infantry unit does spawn based on the level of your commander, so as you level up your commander, he will natively get stronger automatically. Divine Wind is a great quick burst attack for anti-infantry or trying to do some damage to the light tanks. It does a straight line attack. It does have to be aimed. People can move. It's got a 3-second delay, so if you time it right, you can really nail somebody pretty quickly on a capture point. If they're experienced, they might try to dodge it. But again, depending on what the situation is, it can be a pretty devastating ability if you can nail it to just have pretty good damage with it. Now, this dude, in the Name of the Empire, does a ton of heals for your nation, fixes all your different buildings, fixes your different infantry units, tanks, whatever the case may be, boosts their damage ability for a few seconds as well. So it's a quick get out of jail card if you're in the middle of a big pinch, if you have the points lined up for it, but it is pretty sweet. All three of these abilities do level up per commander level, so as you grow your nation, you grow your levels, they will get stronger as you collectively gather your cards and keep playing. So I'll try to do some play things later on to give you some better ideas. Again, this may be like a rough idea. I'm not a super Japan player, but just to give you a rough idea is kind of what I'm using for the deck. But again, I will try to give you some more advanced guides later on, or get some hopefully partnerships with some other great players that do Japan main, and give you guys some more feedback. We will talk more about the Shuri later on. To try and keep this video short, this unit right here is a beast. It has some really cool secondary abilities, but as you progress, you won't have that to start off with. It's a pretty awesome tank, so keep an eye out for that one. And that will be the end for the quick beginner's guide. I hope it helped out a little bit and gives you guys some rough ideas how to access the nation, get things going. And we will be back later with more updates as more come available for Japan's nation. And thank you.